I made my first million by 25, and after watching Gen Z's money advice for a week, I'm shocked by what actually works and what will keep you broke forever. Look, I get it. Social media is flooded with 22-year-olds telling you to buy crypto, start dropshipping, or flip houses with no money down. Some of this advice is gold, some of it's garbage, and some of it will literally destroy your financial future. I spent the last week diving deep into the most popular Gen Z money advice, and I'm going to break down exactly what works, what doesn't, and why most people following this advice will never build real wealth. My name is Your Name. I built my first company at 19, sold it for 7 figures by 25, and I've been investing and building businesses for over a decade. I'm not here to crush dreams. I'm here to give you the reality check that could save you years of mistakes and actually get you rich. First, let's talk about what Gen Z gets absolutely right. They understand leverage better than any generation before them. They're not afraid to use social media to build personal brands. They're questioning the traditional 9 to 5 model, and honestly, good for them. The old playbook of work for 40 years and retire doesn't work anymore. But here's where it gets dangerous. I watched dozens of TikToks telling people to quit their jobs tomorrow to start a business. That's not brave. That's stupid. Real entrepreneurs understand that financial security gives you freedom to take bigger risks, not less. When you're broke and desperate, you make emotional decisions. When you have 6 months of expenses saved, you can think strategically. The biggest lie I see being spread is that you can get rich quick if you just find the right hack. Cryptocurrency, NFTs, day trading. I've made money in all of these, but I've also lost money in all of these. The Gen Z creators showing you their crypto gains aren't showing you their losses. They're not telling you that for every person who made 100,000 on a meme coin, there are 1,000 who lost everything. Here's what they don't understand about wealth building. It's boring. It's systematic. It's consistent. The millionaires I know didn't get rich from viral TikToks. They got rich from compound interest, business ownership, and making smart decisions over decades, not days. But let me tell you what Gen Z absolutely nails that older generations missed. They understand that your network is your net worth. They're building personal brands before they even know what they want to sell. That's genius. They're learning skills like video editing, copywriting, and digital marketing that will be valuable for the rest of their lives. The problem is execution. I see kids with amazing ideas who never follow through because they're chasing the next shiny object. Last month, it was dropshipping. This month, it's affiliate marketing. Next month, it'll be something else. What is built through focus, not diversification of attention. Here's my advice: pick one thing and master it. If you want to do e-commerce, don't just watch YouTube videos. Actually build a store, learn about supply chains, understand customer acquisition costs. If you want to invest, don't just buy random stocks. Learn to read financial statements, understand market cycles, develop a strategy. The second thing Gen Z gets wrong is lifestyle inflation. I see 20-year-olds making their first $10,000 online and immediately upgrading their entire life. New car, new apartment, designer clothes, then wondering why they're broke again next month. This is where older generations have it right. Live below your means, not at your means. Every dollar you spend on looking rich is a dollar you can't invest in actually becoming rich. I drove a Honda Civic until I had my first 500,000 in investments. Not because I couldn't afford a better car, but because that better car couldn't afford me the opportunity cost. The most dangerous advice I see is telling people to invest in themselves by buying courses, coaching programs, and masterminds they can't afford. Yes, education is important. But you know what's more important? Having money to actually implement what you learn. Take free courses, read books, watch YouTube videos, practice with small amounts of money first. Now let's talk about what actually works from Gen Z money advice. First, they're right about multiple income streams, but not in the way they think. Don't try to have 7 different businesses. Have one main business and 2 or 3 passive income sources that complement it. They're also right about the power of content creation. But instead of trying to go viral, focus on helping people solve real problems. Build an audience around expertise, not entertainment. The money follows value, not views. Third, they understand that traditional employment alone won't build wealth. They're right. But the answer isn't to quit your job. It's to use your job as a launchpad. Use your steady income to fund your side business. Use your employer's benefits while you build your own assets. Use your network and skills to create opportunities. Here's what I wish someone told me at 200 and V. Wealth building has 3 phases. Phase 1 is earning. Increase your income through skills, career advancement, or business. Phase 2 is saving. Live below your means and accumulate capital. Phase 3 is investing. Put your money to work in assets that generate passive income. Most Gen Z advice skips straight to Phase 3. They want to invest in crypto or start businesses without building a foundation. That's like trying to build a skyscraper without laying concrete. The real secret to wealth. Time and consistency. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not viral, but compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. 500 invested monthly at 10% annual returns becomes 1.3 million over 30 years. That's real wealth, not lottery ticket wealth. But here's where Gen Z has an advantage older generations didn't: time and technology. If you're 20 years old and you start investing or 200 per month, you could be a millionaire by 50. Add a business that generates extra income, and you could be a millionaire by 35. So what should you actually do? First, get your finances in order. Budget your expenses, pay off high-interest debt, build an emergency fund. Boring, but essential. Second, increase your earning power. Learn high-value skills, negotiate your salary, or start a side business in something you already know. Third, invest consistently in diversified, low-cost index funds. This isn't financial advice. This is what wealthy people actually do with most of their money. Fourth, once you have a solid foundation, then you can take calculated risks on crypto, individual stocks, or business ventures. The difference between rich people and broke people isn't that rich people take bigger risks. It's that they take smarter risks with money they can't afford to lose. Poor people gamble with rent money. Rich people gamble with investment profits. Look, I'm not here to kill your dreams. I want you to succeed. But success comes from discipline, not just desire. Stop looking for shortcuts and start building systems. Stop chasing trends and start mastering fundamentals. The Gen Z money advice that works. Build skills, create value, use technology, think long-term. The advice that doesn't work. Get rich quick schemes, lifestyle inflation, and following every new trend. Your financial future isn't determined by the market, the economy, or luck. It's determined by the decisions you make every single day. Make smart ones. If this video helped you see money differently, subscribe for more real talk about building wealth. And remember, the best time to start building wealth was yesterday. The second best time is right now.